Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys Blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Blues, 1975.
This is Barry McGuigan's World Championship Boxing on the ZX Spectrum. I have to include this in this series of what are the best games to play on the ZX Spectrum, although I've never actually done a gameplay of the Spectrum version of it because I never really, ever got it to work before. However, I'm running this on my Retro Games The Spectrum, so all is Jim and dandy now. This was released in 1985 by Activision, and it was released on the Amstrad as well, Commodore 64, the Thompson M05, whatever that is, and yeah, it's generally considered to be the best boxing game on the ZX Spectrum. I personally prefer Frank Bruno. But Frank Bruno is obviously, you know, Punch-Out. It's more of an arcade experience. This attempts to be somewhat of a more accurate and, for the time in the hardware, quite in-depth boxing simulator. Anyway, Barry McGuigan was an absolute legend back in the day. What was he nicknamed? The Clones Cyclone, because he was born in Clones. So yeah, he was Irish and he held 2 titles, and yeah, he was a beast. Look him up on YouTube. Absolute beast. So obviously Activision licensed him for a game. Now, I never got on with this as a kid. I never understood it as a kid. So it's only as an adult that I come to appreciate its greatness as a boxing game, because generally loads and loads and loads of people, whenever I've played a boxing game or played this on the Amstrad, all went on about how great this was on the Spectrum. Yeah, and it's something I've only come to appreciate since I've had a channel, really, and I know how to play it now, because you don't move your boxer. And that always like threw me off as a kid. I don't know why you don't move your boxer, but you don't move your boxer. It's all about your movement, your blocking, you know, and stuff like that. And also, it's all about how you, that's all, because you've got to use the cursor keys to get it onto Kempster and then press enter. Yeah. And how you assign attributes and strengths to your boxer, and obviously increase that as you earn more points, which is what you expect from a modern boxing game. But like I said, back in the day, this was groundbreaking. Now I do apologise for the background noise, as I live on the busiest road in the West Country, and this is a 48k game only, hence the limited music. But at least it's got music for a 48k game. Isn't that a rendition? Oh, this goes back, and I'm probably making this up. A rendition of one of the TV shows that covered boxing or something? Don't know. Anyway, as you can see, there is a 2-player option, so obviously that basically made it, you know, a killer app, if you will. And again, very well received in all the magazines as well, so right. Fire, that one. Get boxer, new boxer. We have no option other than to get a new make a new boxer. Sorry, not get a new boxer, but that's retrieve an old boxer, isn't it? So basically, you have to climb the ranks, and in the end, you will fight Barry McGuigan for the title. It'll make more sense once I get into it. So look, again, this is like groundbreaking then. Right, pressing the wrong button. See, look here, short, long, I'm gonna go with long. Colour, I'm gonna go with green. It is quite simple graphics. To be fair, it's quite simple graphics on all the versions. But yeah, style, slugger. Image, hot temper, loudmouth, bruiser. So I'm going to be a slugger with a bruiser image. Right, and then have to go with new pro, can't go with contender. That's a save option again, I believe. Now, I'm not going to do this game any justice whatsoever in this very quick gameplay. But anyway, my image on the left, my name at the top, and then you see my record. So 1 drawn, knockouts, lost. Then earnings in the bottom right hand corner, and I'm at the bottom left hand corner. I'm currently ranked 19th. Right, now I'm going to fight Pedro Ramirez next. Scheduled rounds 15, weeks until bout, 10, purse 158,000 in 1985. Mind, in 1985. However, I want an easy option. So lower purse, as you can see, but he is ranked beneath me because you start against a person that is equal in your rank, I guess. I'm guessing that. Again, by all means, don't correct me because don't care. Right, except so. That's my own. I got £9,000 already. Right, so here we go. You only have a certain amount of stuff. It shows you what each option is: heavy bag, light bag, weight, sparring time, roadwork. But nothing happens with them. They're just there to make the game look purdy. So we're gonna go light. We're gonna go with heavy bag 2. Then I think I can only assign 1 to everything else now. We'll try our luck. Spar time 2. Ooh, look at me! Is it? I don't know how many points you have available. It doesn't tell me on the screen, does it? I don't know. Right, light bag, yeah, 2. Right, so weights 4, and then heavy bag. Right, that'll do. And obviously our goal is to keep increasing that, you know, and obviously become kick ass. But how this is going to set me up, I don't know. Right, continue. Right, I'm gonna now. Just don't move him. He does it by himself. So up is block, down is gut. This is what I mean about it. Forward is jab, backwards is other arm. So, oh, rocking that. His ancestors felt that. But it's a very. This is why I didn't get on with it as a kid. It is not an arcade simulator. There is no indication of health on the screen as far as I can tell. Time, bottom right hand corner, round to the left of that. Count, if obviously someone gets knocked down. So again, he moves back then. That's not me doing that. That's like I said, I think the first time as well when I fired this up as an adult and probably for this channel and thought I couldn't get it to work was because the fact that I couldn't move the character, I was like, something's wrong. And then the more I played it, and then I watched a few gameplays, it's like, no, this is how it works because it's not an arcade game. This is it. This is why it doesn't. While it's considered to be the best boxing game on the spectrum, it's not for everyone. It really isn't. It wasn't for me as a child, as I said. It's a shame. Well, I'm going to say it's a shame there's no 128K version, but this is 1985. So I'm gonna. There we go. Round 1. I've got to do 12 of these bad boys, mind. Audience is ecstatic. Round points 10. 10 to 8 to him. Stamina left 0. Stamina left 0. Strength left. Right. Well, I'm a slugger, so you know. Those apples are right in my tree. But yeah, the most disconcerting thing. I'm not ragging on it because, like I said, as an adult, I love it. I get it. Is what I should say. I love it and I get it and I appreciate it and it's to its credit. But yeah, having no indication of when someone's about to go down is very disconcerting, especially if you're used to arcade games like. Well, there aren't a great amount of boxes on the spectrum, are there? Get down! Camera flare, look at that. It's just like real life. That's cool. Come on, stay down. Hey! So yeah, this Barry McGuigan's World Championship Boxing. It's got a different name in America for the Commodore 64. Not sure why, because I'm pretty sure with, you know, how Irish America is, they would know who Barry McGuigan is. Right, so... Oh, we split the... Isn't that? We split the pot, then. Get some of that, you know. Or I don't understand what's happened. If I just quit or something. Right. No, no. There you go. That's how that works. Continue. That's a bit weird. Don't remember that. Right. So I beat Pedro Ramirez. So I'm 18. No, I beat Cannibal. Right. So I have to fight Pedro Ramirez. How much more grunt have I got at my... I've got to sign it from 0 again. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Right. I don't know how that's going to fare, but yeah. Like I said, now I love it and I get it, you know. But as a kid, yeah, and I can see how it's not for everyone. But it's not. Again, the thing you must take from this the most, and also I'm not doing a decent representation of playing it because I'm talking for one thing. And I don't know how you block your gut, but... And I've lost my thread. But yeah, it's trying to do something... I mean, it's funny and it's laughable now because you're going like, well, it's 48k, but you got to remember we had no other machines at the time. This was all there were. And so they were seen as not just for kids, and people tried to do something a little bit more adult on them. And by that, I mean, you know, get your head out the gutter, kids. Get down! I'm a fucking bomb-throwing motherfucker. Oh, he got back up. He's going to be pissed now, isn't he? Yeah, they tried to do something a little bit adult, and I mean by that, like, simulate, again, as crude as it sounds, but then it wasn't, you know, boxing, real boxing, on a home machine. And they all play the same. I think the Amstrad might even be a port of the Spectrum. But I can't remember if I played the Commodore 64. I might get on that. I might not. I might get a white stick. Who knows? But yeah, so I do thoroughly recommend it, and I too do totally understand now why it gets. I do like the head animation when I get rocked, yeah. The love it gets. I really do. But yeah, anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this back in the day. Does it? And if I ever actually go the whole 12, I'm still ahead. I might have to get a save of this, and usually this is my new continue game for obviously when I'm not on camera, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this back in the day, any of the versions, and did you get to fight Barry McGuigan? Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.